Welcome, Royal Family. You tuned into Healing Queens, the podcast, where the focus is motivation, support, and guidance for the growth of our queens. I'm Emma E2K, your certified healing life coach. Welcome to episode 77. Yes, 77. Topic is doing life with friends. Doing life with friends. Um, this episode is sponsored by healingqueens.org, healingqueens.org, E2K Worldwide Services LLC, The B Boutique, and Florida Executive Maintenance, and As She Speaks Coaching. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all the support and all the love. Thank you for those that have been donating. I see you. Thank you for going to our website, healingqueenswithaz.org. That's healingqueenswithaz.org. Please and thank you for any amount that you can donate to Healing Queens, the nonprofit. This podcast is designed to give that nonprofit platform. I am proud to be the president, the founder and president of Healing Queens. We've been in existence since January of 2018. And I'm just so proud of all the amazing things we've been able to do. And we cannot do, and we wouldn't been able to do as much as we've done without the generosity of you, the listener, and the public. So we thank you for those $5, those $20, the couple $100, whatever you're able to bless us with, so we can then in return bless those people that we service. We service the majority of women, but we do service some of the kings when they need it. So thank you for all those that have been donating, those that subscribe, those that continue to follow us and support us. We thank you very much. Now on to our topic, doing life with friends. As you know, the topic always comes up as a conversation, a question, a phone call I'm doing. And then I say, oh, there's the podcast. So doing life with friends. I love doing life with friends. But not a lot of people know how to do life with friends, right? And I know, I get it. In some seasons, we're going through different things, and we may not be able to communicate as much as we used to with said friends, right? And sometimes they're going through a season that they're not really responding. We may be calling them and reaching out, inviting them places, but they're not in a season to be able to, to really meet us. So what do? We just totally ignore them. We give them their space. Do we come back again and try to reach out? Right? So doing life means exactly that. When people are doing life with them, then you meet them where they're at, right? Wherever they are in life. Maybe at that time, they don't really want to be talking on the phone. So figure out a way to communicate with them. Write them a letter, send them a card. Hey, just letting you know that I'm here for you. Even if they're just on social media, right? I mean, I've had friends that I've grew up with years, and the only way we communicate is through social media. So if that's where I can meet them, because that's where they're at in their season, then I will go on Instagram and DM them. I'll go to Facebook. I'll go to TikTok, wherever they at, and just let them know, hey, I'm here. Just let you know, if you still need prayer or support in any way, like I'm here. Now, yes, a lot of people are like, yeah, but do I have to be chasing everybody? Like I don't have just two friends, right? I have there are multiple that can become exhausting. Um, yeah, I pray on it. I don't just um, I have a lot of things to do. I'm busy, right? You're busy. I don't have a list of people that every daily I'm just chasing them. But if they come across my feed or my mind, or God says, hey, give this person a call or text or whatever, I definitely become obedient to where God shifts me at, right? So sometimes I don't hear from somebody for years, and God just says, hey, reach out, and I do. Or it could be a person that I've been talking, every day, just conversating for whatever the reason may be. And God also tells me to reach out. So it's different reasons what I do. But people that I do life with, it can be somebody I do life with daily. It can be somebody I talk to once a month, every 6 months. Um, the point is that I'm gonna meet them where they're at. And this is what we forget. We do life with people. We haven't heard from somebody like in 10 years. All of a sudden they reach out and here we go, right? Oh, now after 10 years, you reach out to me. You must need something or you must want something. That may be true. I'm not saying that, that may not be true. But what I'm saying is when you do life with friends, that's going to happen. There's going to be these gaps of time that they're not going to be around. There's going to be these gaps of times that they're doing their own thing for whatever reason, as they grow, as they mature, as they're looking for answers in their own life. There's going to be these gap of times that we are going to lose touch. And sometimes people's attitude is like, well, I called them last, or I text them last, or I visit them last. That shouldn't matter. If they come to your mind, reach out to them, call them, because you just don't know what people are dealing with. You don't know what people struggle with behind closed doors. So because you don't know what they're going through, reach out any way that you can. Back in the days, literally, I was having this conversation. Back in the days, we had to write letters. There was no social media. We didn't know what people were doing unless we went to their block, right? We drove there, took a cab there, took the train, um, to find out what they were doing or what they were up to. That's how we learned when people passed away and all that. You wouldn't know these things unless they came out in the newspaper or you read in the magazine that came out once a month, every 2 months. And yeah, I guess I'm telling on my age right now. It's okay. But now, the news is so like right there in your face. So you get to know about everybody's business very quickly. Social media has allowed us to connect, but also has allowed us to disconnect, right? So doing life with people, sometimes when you see them posting like, oh, I'm having the best time ever, those same people, I speak to them and they're going through such a horrible season, but they don't want people to know. So they start posting, the vacations that they had 2 years ago, where people thinking that's where they're at now. Because they don't, they're trying to mask stuff. They are not really living their authentic self, or they just don't know how to just, live their truth. So don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everybody's or happy go lucky all the time, because that does not happen. Okay. That definitely is not life. But when you do life with your friends, you should know that there's gonna be those seasons. Don't start getting jelly because you're like, oh, she's traveling or he's going everywhere. He's probably or she's probably just posting from the living room because that's the season that they're in. And they just can't really manage to do anything else. So don't always think people are doing better, or that they're having this time of their life without not really knowing. If you're not doing life with them, you're not really knowing what's really going on. Um, I don't really pay attention to those things. My thing is like when, God tells me, hey, reach out, that's what I do. Hey, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? How can I pray for you? All the other stuff, it really, to me personally, doesn't really mean anything. Um, I'm more interested in doing life with that person, knowing what's in their heart, and if they're going through stuff, and that's it. So a lot of us don't really know how to do life with friends. Again, I say friends, right? Not acquaintances, because acquaintances just like, okay, they're here, they're there. you can speak to them or not. But when true friends, like friends that become family type people, there will be gaps that you don't again communicate. That happens with your own biological family. Everybody kind of goes their own way. You may not talk to them for a while. That doesn't make them less family. So friends doesn't make them less friends. It's just the season, the changes, life be lifing, and they go in their ways and we go in ours. But that doesn't mean like, hey, you think about them, you see them throwback Thursdays or remember me Fridays or whatever, the young people are saying now. The point is that when you think about a person, man, reach out to them. Even if it's been 2 weeks, it's been a month, it's been several years, reach out to them. It's always good to know that people are thinking about you. And I'm sure that they'll receive that in return. I know this every so often somebody hit me up like, hey, I see what you're doing great, whatever, blah, blah. Oh, I haven't forgot about you, just thinking about you. And that really means a lot to me. I'm like, wow, this person took out time from their day to let me know that they're thinking about me, that I am in their memory bank, right? Um, and it could be people that I've done life with. It can be people that I've done life with for a long period of time or a short period of time. Nevertheless, I've done life with them. I've impacted them one way or another. And it's just always good to hear back from them. So, doing life with friends means just that. When you do life, right? It's just life. So while you lifing, don't forget that they're lifing too. And just, reaching out. A text, a call, sometimes can mean everything. Like sometimes it just can mean everything. And I just say that from experience. So again, another short and sweet one, doing life with friends. Make sure you're doing life with friends that you're doing life according to the season that they're in. It's a big difference, right? Doing life with people in the season and meeting them exactly where they are. That's really doing life with somebody. If somebody is on their low and you're there to support them, or if somebody's at their high, you're there to cheer them on. You have to first find out where they're at, right? And then continue to do life with them periodically. Some people you'll be doing life with them like, the next 30 days, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from them for a couple of years. But you're still doing life with them. Yeah, you're still doing life with them. So don't be like, oh, they don't need me no more, this and that. No, it has nothing to do that they don't need you. It's just wherever they are in their season, they probably had to, pull away, or there's someone else stepping into, right? Where people come into our lives for a reason or a season. So either it's the season for you to continue to be their friend, or it's the season for you to kind of step back and let them do what they need to do for themselves, right? So continue to pray for your friends, continue to support your friends if they are your friends, if they are if you are allowing them in your space and in your own life, right? Then continue to support them, continue just to seek them, and sometimes praying from afar. Sometimes just praying for people from a distance is just as good as doing life with them, because you're still praying for them. So again, short and sweet topic, doing life with friends, episode 77. Thank you everybody again for the support. If you want to support Healing Queens, the podcast, make sure you go to healingqueens.org. Go to healingqueens.org. If you are interested in being interviewed in any of these episodes, or you have someone that you represent, you being the publicist, make sure you reach out to us at Healing Queens, Queens with a Z, podcast at gmail.com. That's Healing Queens podcast at gmail.com. Also, if you wanted to have some product placement, any product placement, that's Healing Queens at gmail.com. Healing Queens with a Z at gmail.com. So make sure that you reach out to us, and we will let you know where you can send the material, the packages, the goods, to be able to product place it. Yeah. And if you want to sponsor us also at healingqueens at gmail.com, healingqueens@gmail.com. Subscribe, like, share. Please go to our YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get our subscribers up. Follow us on Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you tune into your favorite podcast. Hey, give us a little like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, give us a review. Let us know how we're doing. We thank you so much. The reason why our podcasts are short because my listeners have short attention span and a lot of things to do. So I'm not on here an hour repeating. I'm here on the topic, letting you know from my perspective, my personal perspective on it. And I thank you. I thank you to those that reach out, leave the comments, give the support, from one supporter to another. I love supporting people. I love cheering people on and encouraging them in what they're doing because I do life with friends, family, business partners. I do life with a lot of people. So I continue to encourage and I pray that you turn around and encourage someone else today. So continue to do life. And until next time, you already know. Peace.